What has recently come to light from the Minkyo world is not speculation or fan-made imagination, but something far more meaningful and real. A moment has surfaced that feels deeply personal, subtle, and impossible to ignore. She was seen attending a private birthday celebration for his mother, carrying a carefully chosen gift, along with a handwritten note that immediately captured attention. This was not a public appearance or staged interaction. It was something quiet, intentional, and full of emotional weight. For those who have followed their journey closely, this moment stands out as one of the most revealing glimpses into their connection. It wasn't about grand gestures or public declarations, but about presence and sincerity. Moments like these often carry more meaning than anything displayed in front of cameras. The act of stepping into such a private space already speaks volumes. It suggests trust, closeness, and a level of comfort that goes beyond casual association. His mother, someone who has always remained outside the public spotlight, represents a deeply personal part of his life. Entering that space is not something done lightly. It reflects a conscious choice and a willingness to be part of something more meaningful. What happened that day wasn't just a birthday visit. It felt like a quiet statement about where things stand. It showed a level of care and emotional intention that cannot be easily dismissed or misunderstood. The gift itself revealed even more about the thought behind the moment. It was not something extravagant or chosen for display value, but something warm, meaningful, and clearly selected with care. A handcrafted box, wrapped delicately and presented with a sense of personal touch, suggested that the intention mattered more than the price. This kind of gesture reflects a personality that values emotional connection over outward impression. Along with the gift came a handwritten note, and that detail made the entire situation even more significant. The words were simple, wishing health and happiness, but the way it was signed and addressed carried deeper meaning. Instead of using a formal tone, she chose language that reflected familiarity and warmth. In many cultures, especially within close family dynamics, the way someone addresses an elder carries emotional significance. It can signal respect, closeness, and even a sense of belonging. This choice was not accidental. It suggested that the relationship had already reached a level of comfort that goes beyond first impressions or formal introductions. Such gestures cannot be separated from cultural context, where relationships with family members, especially parents, are taken very seriously. Showing care and respect in this way often reflects long-term intention rather than a temporary connection. For someone known to guard her personal life carefully, this moment stood out even more. It felt like a quiet confirmation that something meaningful had developed over time, something built with patience rather than sudden intensity. What added even more depth to this moment was his presence and reaction. Observers noted that he appeared in the background, not performing for attention, but simply watching the interaction unfold. His expression, described as natural and unguarded, revealed a side of him rarely seen in public. For someone who has spent years maintaining a composed and polished image, this moment felt genuine and unfiltered. It was not about appearance or presentation, but about emotion. Seeing someone you care about connect with your family in a meaningful way can be powerful, and that feeling was evident. At the same time, there were moments captured between her and his mother that suggested ease and familiarity. Their body language appeared relaxed, warm, and natural, indicating that this was not their first interaction. Comfort like that develops over time, through repeated meetings and shared experiences. It cannot be created instantly. This detail alone suggests that what people are seeing now is not the beginning, but a continuation of something that has been quietly growing. Relationships often reveal themselves through small, consistent actions, rather than dramatic declarations. In this case, the gestures, expressions, and atmosphere all pointed towards something real and deeply rooted. It was not about convincing anyone. It was about simply existing in a shared moment that reflected genuine connection. Looking at the bigger picture, this moment provides insight into the direction of their relationship. It was not spontaneous or sluichy. It was the result of time, trust, and gradual development. Being part of a private family celebration indicates a level of acceptance and confidence that goes beyond uncertainty. It suggests that both individuals have reached a point where they are comfortable integrating their personal worlds. The setting itself, with its warm and carefully arranged atmosphere, added to the feeling that this was more than just a gathering. It reflected intention, thoughtfulness, and a desire to create a meaningful experience. For those who have followed their journey, this moment answers many unspoken questions. It shows that what exists between them is not fleeting or superficial, but something steady and evolving. Both have experienced the challenges of public life and understand the importance of protecting what matters. Choosing to share even a glimpse of this private moment suggests that what they have built is strong enough to be seen, even if only partially. In the end, what makes this story compelling is not just the event itself, but what it represents: growth, patience, and the quiet development of something real. It is a reminder that the most meaningful moments are often the ones that happen away from the spotlight, where sincerity speaks louder than words.